No warning siren, no incoming rocket, just a faint buzz above the head, and then impact. Hezbollah's drones are turning southern Lebanon into a kill zone, hunting soldiers, striking bulldozers. Small, silent, unstoppable. So if the sky itself has become the enemy, who controls the war now? A battlefield once defined by rockets and artillery is now being reshaped by something smaller, quieter, and far harder to stop. In southern Lebanon, the growing threat of Hezbollah drones has become one of the most serious operational challenges facing Israeli forces, exposing troops to constant danger and intensifying pressure on the ground. According to reports, these explosive drones are small, silent, and widely available. Their ability to strike suddenly has disrupted the routine of Israeli soldiers operating inside a 10-kilometer buffer zone along the Israeli-Lebanese border, where forces are focused on demolishing homes and structures in frontline villages. On April 28th, the Israeli military said a defense ministry employee working for an engineering company was killed after a drone struck his bulldozer. His son and 2 soldiers were also injured in the incident. The victims were reportedly inside the bulldozer while carrying out demolitions on behalf of a private contractor when the drone hit and exploded. The attack followed a similar incident on Sunday, when Sergeant Aiden Fuchs was killed and 6 soldiers were wounded under comparable circumstances. Israeli soldiers say Hezbollah has adapted its tactics following Israel's operation in Lebanon during the autumn of 2024. One of the group's key lessons, according to reports, was to target staging grounds and walled areas where troops gather, using explosive drones guided by fiber optic cables. Such systems are considered particularly difficult to counter because they cannot be electronically jammed. Operated remotely, they can hover silently until a target appears. One soldier described the danger by saying,
"They hover in the air or on the roofs of homes. The moment there is movement, they explode above the troops. It's very hard to find them. They're small, quiet, and fast."
The first-person view drones, now reportedly being used extensively, have several advantages. They can collect intelligence in real time, identify both personnel and vehicles, and move quietly without emitting signals, making them difficult to detect or disrupt. Israeli officers have acknowledged that drones present a complex and highly significant challenge. One senior officer reportedly said there is no single solution capable of dealing with the threat comprehensively. Instead, the response currently depends on a mix of operational discipline, improved interception systems, and intelligence aimed at disrupting the chain of command behind the drone operations. One field officer claimed that in some cases the practical response has simply been to post a soldier to watch the skies.
The Army's solution is to post a soldier who will watch the skies. There is no real solution, and when one arrives, it will already be too late.
At the same time, criticism is growing over the nature of the mission itself. Soldiers told reporters that much of their current role is not direct combat with Hezbollah, but the systematic destruction of buildings in southern Lebanese villages. One officer said the only mission now was to continue demolitions. The military reportedly refers to the demolition campaign as Operation Silver Plough. Under the plan, units are assigned specific zones to clear, and commanders are required to report daily how many homes were destroyed. Civilian contractors operating bulldozers are assigned to units with troops tasked to protect them in open ground where drone threats are greatest. Following Tuesday's fatal strike, the military has reportedly decided to stop using bulldozers, though demolitions will continue using explosives instead. For many soldiers, the combination of constant aerial danger and controversial missions is taking a growing toll. And as drones dominate the skies above southern Lebanon, the battle below is becoming not only physical, but deeply psychological. Tuesday morning, 11 a.m., near the Lebanese border town of Aitarun. A backhoe is tearing through what used to be someone's home. The man at the controls is 44-year-old Amer Hujirat, a contractor from the northern Israeli town of Shfaram, hired by a company working for Israel's defense ministry. Then, without warning, an explosive drone comes in and hits the excavator dead on. Hujirat is killed instantly. His 19-year-old son, working for the same company on the same site, is hit by shrapnel and rushed to Ziv Hospital in Saf Ed. Hezbollah claimed responsibility almost immediately, saying its fighters had targeted an Israeli bulldozer in Bint Jbeil while it was in the middle of demolishing civilian homes. The group called it a direct response to what it described as ongoing ceasefire violations by Israel. Hujirat was not a soldier. He was a civilian contractor. And according to reporting by Haaretz, he was one of dozens of civilian workers deployed by Israeli forces to raise homes and infrastructure in southern Lebanon. Some of these contractors receive financial bonuses for each building they destroy. Several had previously worked demolishing Palestinian homes in Gaza. Despite working in an active war zone, civilian contractors who are killed are not recognized as fallen soldiers under Israeli law. The army issued a brief statement saying,
"The IDF and Defense Ministry extend their condolences to the family."
Earlier on the same day, Hezbollah said its fighters had also struck a troop gathering at Alcantara Square and hit a Merkava tank in the same area, all with attack drones, all with what the group described as confirmed direct hits. Hezbollah also released footage of an FPV drone striking an IDF Neymar armoured personnel carrier in the town of Kontara in southern Lebanon on April 24th. The drones being used now are not the same ones from the 2024 war.
Hezbollah's use of explosive drones along the Lebanese front came as a major and genuine surprise, and that troops were insufficiently prepared for the threat.
Some of these drones are now running on fibre optic guidance systems, which makes them essentially immune to electronic jamming. Dozens are reportedly being deployed every single week across multiple fronts. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the situation in a video statement, saying,
"A few weeks ago, I gave a directive for a special project to eliminate the drone threat. It will take time, but we will blow that up too."
Hezbollah also announced it had shot down an Israeli Hermes 900 drone over the town of Kontara in southern Lebanon, using a surface-to-air missile. The Hermes 900 is not a small reconnaissance toy. It is one of Israel's most sophisticated surveillance drones, built for high-altitude, long-endurance missions. Taking one down with a surface-to-air missile is a significant escalation in Hezbollah's air defense capability, and a very deliberate message. Since Hezbollah broke the November 2024 ceasefire on March 2nd of this year, 2 Israeli civilians have been killed in attacks, and 16 Israeli soldiers have died fighting in Lebanon, along with Hujirat.